Hey guys and gals, today I'll be talking about the movie Patient 7. Finally, I wanted to see this. I remember seeing the trailers for this way before, and I was excited for another anthology horror movie set in a mental hospital. There've been a few of them if I remember, but I think the first anthology horror movie to start the asylum mental hospital thing, I think it was called Asylum if I remember. It's been so long I saw that movie, but I remember enjoying it a lot. That I could tell you. Anyway, Patient 7, right? It's about this psychologist who comes to this mental hospital to interview different mental patients for his book. So, now the doctor is played by Michael Ironside. Yes, the legendary iconic actor Michael Ironside. To me, he's iconic because he's been in a lot of memorable stuff, in cinema, especially in the horror genre. So you better love Michael Ironside, fuckers. Definitely. So I liked him in this movie. It's a simple role for him. Um, I admit this movie was predictable because like when you see a lot of these mental hospital movies, especially with the twists and stuff, you already know how it's gonna end. So I just had an odd feeling how this was gonna come out. I had like three different types of endings for this movie, and I got one of them right at least. So I pretty much knew. Each of the patients that Mike Ironside's character interview, um, it's like they have their own bad backstory, of course. Um, but my favorite, like you, like put like okay. Before I start with one of my most favorite in this one, let me just say, you get a mix of demons in one of the two segments, evil spirits, serial killer, monster, vampire, and psychos. It's pretty much like a little mixed bag, you know. So I feel like the stories. I mean, there wasn't all that. I feel like there was simple stories that you've seen it done before many times, you know. But my favorite one, it has to be the patient he interviewed that was from New Zealand, and she's like, it's funny because I don't want to ruin the ending, of course not. I will not ruin the ending for any of these anthology segments that because I want to ruin the twist moments for you guys. But there was a segment with the girl that a young lady interview, and she talks about like when she was a young girl and it talks about how she got into the mental hospital. And it's about this young girl like trying to get money to buy a shovel. Pretty much that's what it is. And she's hustling to get money. She's got a sweater jar, telling her parents, pretty much if her parents cursed, they got to put money in the sweater jar, and then she was able to afford a shovel. And there was a reason why she needs a shovel, by the way. You could take a wild guess. What would you use a shovel for in a horror movie? But all in all, this segment was a fun segment. I thought it was highly enjoyable. Um, since I have some time to kill, I'm gonna just talk a little bit about a few more segments. You got one woman that has to stop the demon trying to kill her family. You got another woman, a sister, trying to stop an evil spirit trying to hurt her sister. You got a story about a vampire hunter. Yeah, you really do. And there's another segment I do like the serial killer segment, which is kind of like a rip off from American Psycho. I would say I guess they're based on American Psycho, so you get like realistic comedy moments in this segment when when this when one of his friends actually knew who he was. Like they were friends in school, and he helped his friend drag a dead body around, but he thought it was a Halloween prop. But I just thought that the segment was hilarious to me. It was like a black comedy, I would say. But yeah, I mean, like pretty much none of these segments are nothing new. But I think there was like maybe a few that one segment that I personally like with the little girl hustling for money for a shovel was really kind of entertaining. I just thought it was adorable and very funny. Anyway, Patient 7, I said definitely give it a chance. And of course, you get your twist ending. So I will not spoil that for you. So check it out. Definitely give it a chance. Peace, guys. See you later.